After my initial examination of the Skein of Secrets, I still don't know what to make of it. It's a map, but the image is constantly changing. I think it reacts to whatever the viewer is looking for. I wasn't having much luck. Then I had an idea. I thought about finding Nantharion, but nothing happened. Then I remembered that these relics were made to find and defeat Illiac. So I thought about her, and these Daedric runes appeared. I think they translate as the Staff of Many Paths. Precisely. Nantharion used the staff to prepare the Wildburn seed ritual before you stopped it. I think the skein is showing me places where Nantharion is using the staff to plant more seeds. A lot more. So, friend, want to help me stop Nantharion? If I'm right, Nantharion is planning to set off a massive Wildburn, enough to destroy Skingrad and cover the entire Weald in forest. Take a look at the skein, and you'll see the sites I'm referring to. I think they can lead us to Nantharion. See what I mean? See how the map shifted and those marks appeared? I'm pretty sure they indicate places where the Staff of Many Paths has been used recently. A lingering aura of sorts, maybe. I think we need to investigate these sites. You're not wrong, but what in life is ever guaranteed? No matter. We need to find out exactly what Nantharion did at these locations, and something there might point us to where he's going next. The one to the north might be Turthill Farm. It's a remote homestead. The other one looks like Hastrel Hollow. There's a ruined tower nearby. You should travel to each one and investigate. If you find any Wildburn seeds, destroy them. While you search the sites, I'll see what else I can get the skein to reveal to me. And I'll try to make more sense of the other relics. Come back when you're done investigating the sites. Between the two of us, we're bound to find something.
When we find Nantharion, we better be ready for a fight. I'll muster the Legion, and warn Vashabar too.
We might be able to avoid a pitched battle if we find a clever way to sabotage his plans.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar would... guts, no glory. What do you say to some celebratory sweet?
Tell Nantharian to bring a seed here, and suggest he guard this seed better than the last few.
Official business. Don't come any closer. Move along. This doesn't concern you.
Thank you, stranger. May the divines bless you.
Careful. This camp is lost and my companions are dead. Wildburn will cover any trace of their existence and the evidence of the Recollection's crimes. The Recollection happened. I was out scouting when they attacked our camp. Most of them were gone by the time I returned, which is the only reason I didn't die with my companions. I came here to hunt our enemies, but we became the hunted instead. Greenspeaker Darolith told everyone in Vashabar about the false king and his Wildburn seeds. She said we needed to find the Recollection and stop them from planting more seeds. We were but one group sent out, but the Recollection found us first. A number of them went into the ruin to the east. I think they're still inside. I would go in after them, but there are too many for me, and my heart is heavy with grief over the loss of my companions. Nantharian is no king of mine. Not anymore. Using corrupted magic like the Wildburn. It's a betrayal of the Green. My companions felt that way too. I didn't see him here, stranger, but he could be inside the ruins.
This ancient shrine will awaken. Its power will help fill the well of Miskathan.
We will guard the seed with our lives, my king.
I didn't think you could get more powerful.
Did you hear? The king of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar wood elves were to blame for all this.
You're back. Tell me what you found. I had a feeling you'd return soon. The Skein of Secrets changed while I was studying it. The sites I sent you to investigate faded away. I presume you accomplished something at both locations? Tell me, what did you find? I had hoped that we put an end to the Wildburn threat when we interrupted Nantharian's ritual at Hoperoot. What did you do about the seeds? The Recollection grows more violent and reckless. Until Nantharian is defeated, no one is safe. Did you learn anything about where Nantharian was heading next? Wellsprings of power? I've got no idea. All right, if you destroyed the seeds the Recollection planted, they'll need to replace them. That means we still have a chance to find Nantharian. Let's take another look at the Skein. That's Fort Dirich, an old watchtower to the northwest of Skingrad. I'll meet you there, friend.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashavar would else were to blame.
I told you the fort's seen better days. Let's look around a little. That poor beast has been corrupted by Wildburn. But what's it doing here? Look! There's a passage behind that rubble! I think someone's been down here. Let's see if we can find a Wildburn seed. Over there! A wild... That's one seed. It looks like there's another one deeper in.
The Wildburn is but a tool, my prince. A way to awaken the alien magic sleeping beneath this land.
Yes. The Well of Miskaken. I remember it now.
Miskaken was the ancient realm of my ancestors, my prince. But the well lies hidden.
I can open the way for you. The wellspring of power awaits in a starry vault deep beneath the city. Come, I will show you.
Miskaken? Another seed! Destroy it, friend. Well, that takes care of 2 more seeds. Let's talk outside. Any adventurer who delves into Ayleid ruins knows the name Miskaken. It was a great Ayleid city, but it's been lost for ages. If Nantharion is truly descended from its ancient rulers, that would explain the Recollection's fascination with Ayleids. I'm not sure that helps us. There are Ayleid ruins scattered all over Westweald. Any one of them could be Miskaken, and it's not like I can look it up in any books. And that memory confirms it. We were wrong about the Wildburn seeds. We thought Nantharion unleashed the Wildburn to expand Dawnwood. It does that, of course, but the memory suggested another purpose. They want to wake up Ayleid magic and restore that ancient realm. And apparently restore Athelia in the process. Of course, if Athelia uses her powers to reveal Miskaken to Nantharion, the location should appear on the skein. Open it up and see if the map has changed, friend. I noticed the Ayleid ruins around Vashabar, but I never imagined it was built above ancient Miskaken. Clearly, Nantharian planned to harness the Well of Miskarkand from the beginning, but he needed Athelia's help to reach it. Laramil could explain it better, but I'll try. As I understand it, Ayleid wells are supposed to collect magicka. They harness starlight, the pure power of Aetherius. Miskarkand was the capital city of a powerful kingdom. Its well must be huge. I don't know. Refound the Ayleid Empire? Restore Athelia to her ancient might? They could do anything they can imagine. The fate of Westweald might depend on us stopping them from using the well. We need to get to Vashabar, friend. Time isn't on our side, friend. The Skein of Secrets indicates that King Nantharian, and likely Athelia too, are already in Vashabar. If we don't stop them now, we might not get another chance. Not much, I'm afraid. The city's... The Skein was right. Athelia used her power here. There was no doorway into these ruins before this one suddenly appeared. According to this legionary, Tribune Alea witnessed the whole thing and went charging in after them. Sounds like something she'd do. We'd better head in and find her before she tries to take on who knows how many Shardborn and Recollection warriors. But if this is Miskarkand, that won't be all we'll have to deal with. Take Abolisher. An Ayleid ruin of a city as powerful as Miskarkand will have dangerous traps, maybe powerful undead. I have a feeling we're going to need that blade before we're done here. Go on, I'm right behind you.
Looks like old Valenwood to me.
These halls. It's just like the legend said. We're definitely in the right place. The place is crawling with Recollection and fallen legionaries. I hope Tribune Alea is all right.
You need to find a way to close that portal!
Tribute, Abolisher's gathering energy from each foe you defeat!
I'm with you, my friend.
Abolisher's gathering energy from each foe you defeat.
Nurse you safely to your rest.
Try again. Use a bullet on the portal's closing! Now we know how to use a bullisher to close Miramore portals. Tribune Illiac, you're safe.
Safe? We were pinned between... Glad you found us, comrade. I was meeting with Greenspeaker Derelith when Nantharian walked into the village like he still owned the place. Marched straight to these ruins. He had a strange cloaked woman with him. I think that was Illiac. I was thinking I was performing my duty as an Imperial Tribune. And I wasn't alone. I had legionaries with me. We fought our way through an army of recollection until we reached this dead end, and got trapped by that portal. How did you find me? That doesn't sound good. Shard Marshal Vargas is here too. I was hot on their heels, but they stepped through a portal at this blocked passage. I couldn't follow. We've got to find another way to reach the deeper halls. Abolisher? We saw Vargas use it to open portals, and we just watched you use it to seal portals as well. All right. Cut us a path through this collapsed passage, comrade. We'll catch up to those bastards yet.
These legionaries need help. Go on ahead. I'll do what I can for them.
We made another portal. Let's go! More Shardborn and Recollection ahead. What are they guarding? Another portal. Slay those Daedra and charge Abolisher. Abolisher is charged. Strike the portal.
That was it, right? Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Now, strike the portal with Abolisher. Good work, comrade. Hang on to that blade in case we run into another portal.
We fought well.
Forever. We need to keep searching. Look! Didn't we see something like that in Hillford? Use the echo.
Guard the door. They must have reached the hall.
The memory of a great battle? Who are Athelia's forces fighting? Up there! It's Shard Marshal Vargas.
Warriors of Miramore, stand fast against Mora's minions. If this memory interests you so much, allow me to send you there.
Keep your guard up!
are. You just vanished. That memory showed Shardborn fighting every day. Illia was defending something in this place. Another memory? Go ahead. I'll watch for Vargas.
Continue this futile struggle, Ithiel. Everything before misses. You cannot win.
But you do not see everything, Mora. In the many paths, all things are possible. I will write my own fate.
Go, my prince. You must escape. Ethelia, wait.
Is this where Ethelia lost her ancient battle? Her minions remain to guard the passage behind her.
Behind me. Hurry, use a polisher.
Nantharian
is just ahead.
Theragon, wait for us! Damn it!
Nantharian, stop! A wild burn unleashed with the power from that well will destroy Westfield!
Theragon! You'll pay for this, Nantharian.
I will empower the staff and restore the memory of my prince. Now be still! I have suffered your interference long enough, outsider! Enough! Forces of Miramore, aid me!
Ready, Abolisher.
None left to stand against us.
witness its true power! Athelia, Unweaver, Mistress of the Many Paths, let your glory be restored! Remember your true self and free us from the chains of fate!
I am whole. Come, Vargas. It is time to go home. With the loom, I will restore all that was lost.
We stopped Nantharian and prevented a massive wild burn that would have destroyed the rest of Westweald. But Athelia and Shard Marshal Vargas got away. Let's go back to my townhouse and figure out where we stand. Vashabar deserves a chance. Not everything Nantharian built turned to evil. Somewhere he lost his way, as did my friend Greenspeaker Sorelin and others who fell in with the Recollection. I need to go to Vashabar and tell them what happened. Apparently so. He considered himself the heir to that empire and planned to destroy Westweald to rebuild it. Some things are just better left buried, and seeing Athelia restored was terrifying. I wonder what she plans to do with all that power.
I may never get used to fighting Daedra and magic users, but at least we put an end to Nantharian and his plot to destroy Westweald. That should finish the Recollection. Now, is it too much to hope that Athelia will take her power and just go away? Nantharian is dead. Hoperoot is destroyed. The Recollection has no leaders and no friends. Some diehards might linger for a time, but they won't pose a significant threat to Westweald. No, I'm more worried about Shard Marshal Vargas and her prince. I have no idea. Maybe they'll never give Westweald another thought now that Athelia has her power. But she wants vengeance for what was done to her. That might lead to very bad things. I don't think we've seen the last of them.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar Wood Elves were to blame for all this.
Proxy, I hope to find you here. I sensed a powerful ripple in fate. I have been scouring the plains for hints of Torvasad's doings. I sensed ripples of probability flowing across the Daedric realms. Imagine my surprise when I traced them to their origin, ancient Miskarkan. What happened there? Without Nantharian, and with Torvasad off doing who knows what, the Recollection will be scattered and leaderless. Our battle merely shifts to a new arena now, with even greater stakes. Already the threads of fate fray at an alarming rate.
I'm glad. A few Recollection may linger, but their threat fades. Without Nantharian or the Staff of Many Paths, there will be no more wild burns. The mad dream of a new Ayleid kingdom replacing Westweald is dead. And that wasn't our only victory, friend. By saving Skingrad and Vashabar from Nantharian's designs, you taught both sides to stand against a common enemy. Whatever comes next, all the people of Westweald will face it together. I thank you for that. It's not much, but please, Take this. I sent word to Vashabar about Nantharian's fate, and Tribune Alea's scouts report that the Recollection's on the run. However, the Daedric incursions from Miramor continue unabated. I don't think Shard Marshal Vargas is done with us yet. Shard Marshal Vargas clearly intends to conquer Westweald for her prince. She made that quite apparent at Feldergard Keep. But there may be another motive for the incursions. If Vargas keeps us busy here, we can't interfere with Athelia's plans. Athelia said something about a loom and restoring what was lost. And her plan probably leads to the end of reality that Laramil keeps going on about. Let's take the fight to Athelia, and maybe prevent whatever she has in mind. Are you with me? Take a look at the Skein of Secrets. If Athelia returned to Miramor, wherever that is, then perhaps the Skein can show us how to follow her. It's worth a try, anyway. Wendir? Does that mean anything to you, Laramil?
There are many hidden paths between the planes. I suspect the Skein of Secrets has showed us one. Prepare yourselves.
How exactly do we prepare ourselves for oblivion?
A good point. Fascinating. Wendir is another Ayleid ruin, but the Skein of Secrets offers no explanation beyond a mark on a map. A subtle tool indeed, worthy of the Lady of Whispers. I am curious, Proxy. What exactly did you see when you looked at the Skein? Yes, it showed me the same. A place where Athelia used her power. I doubt she is still on Nirn. The Skein presents us with a strange puzzle that we must solve. When you saw Athelia with Vargas in Miskarkand, what exactly did she say? A loom. As in a weaving apparatus? Intriguing. As for Athelia's home, her realm in Oblivion was forgotten when she was. No records exist that can point us to Miramor. And the thought of restoring what was lost, I do not like the sound of that. The point to which we must travel to follow Athelia, I assume. Perhaps we will find a portal to her realm there. Or mayhap there is something we are meant to learn in Wendir. We must trust the Skein. I shall meet you there, Proxy.
dear Narcissus Dren, what has happened to you?
Met your match.
The veil between realms can be parted. Perhaps Abolisher can be of use. This is what the Skane wanted us to find. A portal recently used by... Curious. This is Fargrave. Did Illiac come this way to make use of the celestial palanquin? The portal deposited us in the demiplane of Fargrave. It is a realm without a prince that serves as a crossroad through oblivion. 1,000 doors lead in and out of Fargrave, or so it is said. But the fate of Baragon and the Tribune concerns me. They were. Did something divert them? While Fargrave is a realm of limitless portals, including many that are permanent, the plane can play havoc with portal spells. No matter. There is no time to search for them. We have problems of our own. I sense a huge force of Shardborn ahead. And in my previous visits, I never saw anything like those crystalline growths. I think Illiac reshaped this part of Fargrave when she came this way. I wonder, was this her destination, or a means to an end? The true origins of Fargrave are lost. Did she come here to access another plane, or could this demi-plane have once been a part of Miramor? Well, we shall not find our allies or the answers we seek standing here. Let us continue. This realm so easily bends to Illiac's will. Could Fargrave be a cast-off portion of Miramor? Let the threads of fate restore your strength.
I hope I was of some assistance.
These crystals definitely signal Illiac's presence. See where they lead.
The currents of fate shall revitalize.
The crystal grows more strongly. As it near and fond. Feel the current of fate floating in. Let fate renew your vigor, Proxy.
The currents of fate shall revitalize.
That door, Proxy. I believe that is our way forward.
There you are.
Beware! Shard Marshal Vargas is above you. Proxy, stay close.
You dare trespass in Miramor, in the very heart of our power. I banish you to the many paths, never to return.
Surrounding Fargrave are in turmoil. Something significant shall soon occur. Let fate renew your vigor. lingering
You have
memory.
no honor, Oblivion's
Use the
spawn.
echo.
Your wanderings are futile, Torvasan. What you seek is here. The loom of the untraveled road. I have no idea what it is, but I am certain it's important.
You can stare at the sealed portal until you go mad, Vargas. I go in search of my missing memories.
The memory of Torvasard and Vargas before they recovered what had been forgotten. I almost feel sorry for Athelia's scions. To exist for millennia, tormented by the sense they were missing something, and could not find their purpose. The loom of the untraveled road. That must be the loom Athelia spoke of in Miskarkand. Indeed. Clearly the loom of the untraveled road is an apparatus of great importance. Vargas forgot what it was, yet its existence never ceased to gnaw at her. This is where Athelia's trail has been leading us. We must find a way to follow. Perhaps there is something more here than our mortal senses can perceive. In this reality, the archway and mirrors have long since lost their power. But in the many paths, that might not be so. Use the lamp of clarity, Proxy. A dormant portal. Proxy, we must find a way to activate it. The symbols the lamp of clarity revealed above the mirrors are the same as the ones that appear in the portal archway. There is certainly a connection. The runes above the arch and the runes revealed on the mirrors by the lamp of clarity are the same. Perhaps activating the mirrors in a specific order is how we can revive the dormant portal and get inside. The symbols in the mirrors match the symbols above the arch. That must indicate something. I think the order of the symbols is important, Proxy. Well done. The dormant portal has awakened. I am curious to see the loom which appears. This is another isolated section of Falcon, or a pocket dimension within the image. Proxy, look. Another memory.
My loom of the untraveled road fills this place. From its core, I can break the shackles of fate, undo mistakes, unlock possibilities, create new histories.
Athelia can use the loom to change history. That is how she will restore what was lost.
Magnificent. But won't some princes see it as a threat?
A threat? This is a gift. The gift of unconstrained choice. The loom will weave a new story for every being. What they choose to be true. All shall benefit.
A wonderful gift indeed, my prince.
Athelia and Vargas have reached the loom's core. We must reach them before they destroy the reality we know.
Was with us in that fight.
Do you see the archers before us? I think they mark the doorway to the next. I am not sure how to proceed, and we have no time to wander aimlessly. Proxy, are you injured? I am surprised you were not injured, Proxy. Unrolling the skein of secrets appeared to precipitate a reciprocal paroxysm that is, it triggered a backlash, as I am sure you noticed. Indeed. And whatever caused that also completely drained the skein's power. Perhaps Athelia protected the loom of the untraveled road against the influences of her rival princes. Or is this some property of the loom itself? I cannot say. Daedric princes are supreme within their own realms. The longer we are delayed, the stronger Athelia grows. In fact, the next defense we trigger may be more dangerous. I do not think it would be wise to use Abolisher here. I have witnessed enough of Athelia's realm to feel the power flowing through it. I believe I can use my portal magic to proceed deeper into the loom, perhaps even reach its core. As long as Athelia does not sense our approach, we should be fine. Hurry now. The portal I opened should carry us as far as the loop.
Athelia does not wish to be disturbed. Rot in the very...
This is how it must be, Athelia.
She trapped us in Athelia's
For
prison.
the sake of reality,
I see a memory.
you cannot walk free.
You cannot contain me forevermore. In time, I will escape this cell.
No fate that I foresee results in your freedom. I am sorry, Athelia, but I do this to preserve reality.
Hermes Mora could not predict what he could not perceive. Athelia's silence. The lamp still functions, and it revealed a path. We should follow its guidance.
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
Is that Clara?
Shard Marshal Vargas sent us somewhere. The Fargrave we were exploring faded away. I suddenly found myself in another version of our reality. A mirror world. Dark and empty, full of soul-crushing dread. Like an iron fist around my heart. I don't know how else to explain it. Whatever part of the many paths I was hurled into, it was a dark reflection of our reality. Timeless, empty. Not a world made of mirrors, but the world you see in a mirror. Am I making any sense? I don't know. I never saw her after Vargas cast a spell. She might have been in the world I was trapped in, or she could be anywhere. On the other side, mirrors are like windows. You can see through them, but that's all. I waited here and hoped. These were the only mirrors I found. I couldn't pass through until you used the lamp. I'm not sure there's a way out of the many paths without some sort of help. Let's stay in this reality, friend. I think we can reach the end of the maze from here.
If there is no escape by the road Baragon followed, we must continue on. Lead the way, Proxy.
I was never going to get out of there.
Look, and the land, the one with its powers. It worked. We must try abolish, and abolish appears unaffected for now.
What in the name of all
We
the
must find
divines
our
is
way
that
to the
thing?
Loom's core, a Daedric apparatus of unimaginable power.
Now I can undo my long imprisonment. Maybe so I can never in which the princess and I will never.
Proud of that. Let's face renew your vigor. Feel the current space, don't move.
Ophelia has not yet activated the Loom. We can still intervene.
Skandar, protect us from harm.
What do you say to some celebratory sweets? The current of fate shall revitalize you.
terrible power!
Is destroyed, my prince. We must leave this place.
I am the last to mourn. The Unweaver. I am filled with the power of the many paths. Come, Torvasard, away!
You did it, friend.
But what's happening to Illiac?
Illiac has become something else.
Abolisher is depleted, but it did its job. The loom has been destroyed. I shall open an exit. Let us leave this place.
Good to see you, comrade. Baragon's waiting for you in the relic room.
Hello, friend. Put the relics in the case, but I'm not sure. I know losing the use of the relics is bad, but at least we destroyed the loom and stopped Illiac from changing our reality. You know, I can't even conceive of what that actually means. But now that we're back in Westweald, on to local matters. I convinced Count Calantius and Greenspeaker Derelith to sit down and talk. They're finally ready to discuss stabilizing relations between Skingrad and Vashabar. I offered my home as a private venue for their meeting. They also want to speak to you. Don't look so surprised. You're a hero! You brought down Nantharian and defeated Shard Marshal Vargas. Yes, there are Recollection and Shard-born stragglers to deal with, but you earned the trust of both Wood Elves and Colovians through your actions. They're waiting for you out in the hall. I don't know what exactly they want to talk about, but it probably wouldn't hurt to remind them that friends make better neighbors than enemies.
Traveler, we hope to see you here. I'm told you killed King Nantharian beneath Vashabar's very roots. I know he had to be stopped, yet the tragedy will haunt me. He started with a great vision before he wandered onto dark paths. Vashabar is done with kings, but I can speak for the people of Dawnwood. It falls to me to make good on the obligation Nantharian left us. We must try to make amends for the damage he inflicted on Westweald. You and Tribune Illiac showed us what's possible when we accept a little help. We can't give back what Nantharian has taken, but we can promise to be good neighbors going forward. And we will not advance beyond Dawnwood. That is all we need. If we find any more Wildburn seeds, we will destroy them. As for the area of devastation, our Greenspeakers shall attempt to repair the damage and restore the land. It will take time, but nature will heal. It always does.
Tribune Illiac has spoken at length about you and enthralled me with tales of your exploits on behalf of Westweald. And to think you're not even a native of Skingrad or Vashabar. I hope it isn't too late for us to learn something from your example. It will not be easy to overcome the distrust the Recollection sowed between Colovians and Wood Elves. But thanks to your valiant defense of Westweald, I think I can convince my people to see the opportunities here, not just the threats. For my part, yes. Of course, I must persuade some nobles and landowners to part with abandoned estates they can no longer return to, but I want to see the new forest held by allies of Skingrad, not left empty to be overrun by monsters and outlaws. I spend a lot of coin to buy land, and with that land, I secure a treaty of cooperation with our new neighbors. I thank you, hero. You aided Westweald in our time of need. Wherever your journey leads next, Skingrad is forever in your debt.
Nantharian betrayed all we hold sacred, Count Calantius. And he has paid for his crimes with his life.
I want no war with Vashabar, but Nantharian left Ostermere in ruins and killed our people.
We cannot return Dawnwood to the seed it sprang from, but we too seek peace. We shall do everything we can to prove ourselves.
Through all we faced, It wasn't until I was lost in the many paths that I realized the true danger to the Weald. I think you saved everything when you destroyed the loom of the untraveled road. Of course, Ethelia is still out there, somewhere. That's tomorrow's problem, friend. You stopped the recollection, and you held back the forces of Miramor. The people of Westweald can handle what's left of Ethelia's servants. We're free to find our own way forward now. Thanks to you.
We saved Westweald and preserved history. But Prince Ethelia still roams free.
Doomed. We're all doomed, Mortal. Something's wrong. Hermaeus Mora senses fates, futures winking out of existence. Potentials he predicted that will never be. I feel these instabilities rippling across reality. This must be Ethelia's doing. But we need to be certain. Instabilities! Places where the threads of fate fray and shred. And it's getting worse. I sense one forming in Westweald even now. But this one feels different. Addressing anomalies of fate is my sacred duty, but these scare even me. I suggested we hide in the Icor Sea until this blows over. But the Great Eye said no. So I need you and Laramil to accompany me to the instability. Will you serve as Fate's chosen once more? I'll give you those pieces of gold you like so much. Before we depart, gather the Daedric relics, Abolisher, the Lamp of Clarity, and the Skein of Secrets. Even though they're depleted, the Great Eye has seen that you will need them in the trials to come. And I'm certainly not going to carry them. The relics are this way, gathering dust on the tiny mortal's wall.
Greenspeaker Derelith, Count Calentius, I'm afraid our friend has...
Now that you have the relics, I suppose I must open a portal to the instability.
Will you escort the Greenspeaker and the Count home safely?
Consider it done.
It was awful. Like the world ripped open. Like a tear. It swallowed our cart and poor Lazarus. Sucked them right in. We were foraging in Pharaoh's cavern, Lazarus and me. We heard a terrible ripping sound, and there it was. A tear in the space before us. Never seen the like. It was full of nothing. But Lazarus got too close. He was just gone. So I ran.
We must enter the cave and see this tear for ourselves. A tear in the fabric of reality. Not only have the threads of fate been parted,
Mortal,
a piece
I
of
think I know
existence
what's happening
has been
here.
destroyed.
Let's talk.
An unexpected reaction.
What started as instabilities in the threads of fate have become tears in the fabric of reality itself. The Great Eye's worst fears have come to pass. Somehow, some way, Ethelia is responsible for this disaster. I can feel it in my seventh appendage. I'm saying that before I returned to get you and Laramil, I examined a number of these instabilities. Some in the Telvanni Peninsula, even a few in Apocrypha. If they all grow into these reality tears, well, we're all doomed is an understatement. Now you doubt my expertise? Look, we only detected these instabilities because of their effect on nearby threads of fate. And that reality tear, if I didn't have all my eyes on it, I wouldn't even know it was there. This is Ethelia, all right. I'm not sure we can fix them. Our best chance is to find Ethelia and return her to her prison. And you have the relics to do it. We just have to figure out how to restore their depleted energy. Let me think. Here, I've marked your map. Take Abolisher to the Telvanni Peninsula, the Lamp to Westweald, and the Skein to Apocrypha. I'll send help to meet you with directions on how to restore the relics. Meanwhile, Laramil and I will try to locate Ethelia.
We shall send Gadain, Baragon, and Tribune Leia to assist you, Proxy. Meet us at Baragon's townhouse when you have restored the relics. And, if you would, convey my regards to Gadain.
She meant for us to buy a coin. We should use it. Fine. But we need to eat.
Yelling at me.
Something has to happen around here.
You made it! I was worried one of... Laramil and that floating ball of eyes told me to meet you here. They explained all about the reality tears. They sound terrible. What's going to befall us next, I wonder? She did. According to Scroot, there's an old forge deep within the mine that's dedicated to Boethia. Laramil and her believe that if you present the sword at the forge, Daedric energy will once more flow into the blade. The entrance to Boethia's forge should be somewhere in the northeast section of the mine. Qualma always make me uncomfortable. Let's find the forge and get out of here. Around here somewhere. That's the forge. Ever notice that no matter how ancient, Daedric stuff never really changes? Anyway, dip a Abolisher into the hot coals. Cracked acorns! Look at Abolisher! It surges with power again!
Over here, comrade. The friendly Daedra Scroot sent me to meet you, comrade. She and Laramil told me some strange things, but after everything that happened in Westweald... Anyway, I'm here to help. Indeed. Apparently the workers in this camp discovered an ancient shrine to Azura before they were overwhelmed. Laramil suggests that if you hold the Lamp of Clarity close to the shrine, Azura herself will restore its energy. The shrine to Azura should be on the east side of the lumber camp. Let's go find it. The Wildburn was not kind to this place. Let's locate the shrine, but remain vigilant.
back in the saddle.
Mortal, hello? Over here.
Watch your back. Who knows what's in here?
This way, friend. It's good to see you, friend. I was surprised when Scroot appeared, and I hoped she would send me somewhere not quite so otherworldly. But I never hesitated. I'm happy to assist you. Still, if we can avoid those reality tears, I'd be grateful. Yes, but I'm not sure I understood it all. Apparently you have a map that's also a Daedric relic? Scroot says you need to get it to something immersed in the energy of Mephola. That will restore its power. Have you seen Laramil recently? Her regards? She did? What were Laramil's exact words, friend? No, not now. We're in Apocrypha, and we have a task before us. We must get your map to something sacred to Mephola. As luck would have it, Scroot knows of a ship here in Fathom's Drift called Storm Spinner. It was carrying items sacred to followers of Mephola, and she thinks you can use them to restore the relic. The ship should be to the north. Let's go find it. Fathom's Drift. Imagine the horrors that have washed upon its shores. Those bolts of cloth. That must be the Mephola silk that's... Does it work? I think it worked. The relic is restored.
Lower your weapons. I only want to talk. I see you are still at the beck and call of the lying Prince of Fate. I do not seek to be your enemy, mortal. Before we irreversibly cross a threshold from which there is no return, I would reach an understanding between us. Existence. You speak of it as though it was sacrosanct. But my prince was locked away and erased from existence by your smug and sanctimonious patron, forgotten by all. I fixed that, but when we tried to restore our realm, our home, you opposed us. No different from what Mora and the other princes did in that distant millennium. Think of what could have been accomplished had not the Prince of Paths been vanquished from history. Do you not see? Just stand aside and let events flow as they may. As I feared, Hermaeus Mora sees so much but has blinded you. I respect you, mortal. Do what you must, and I shall do the same. Perhaps when reality has been rewritten and a new Miramor arises, you will have a different opinion. Consider what I have said. We Daedra may be immutable, but you mortals are not.
Heard the news. King Nantharian was killed, defeated by the Legion's mercenaries.
With the 3 relics that were once used to imprison Ophelia restored, we must determine where to even begin our search for the Forgotten Prince. Before we discuss the idea that Scroot and I derived, do you have anything else to report? Of course he does. But his faith in his prince has made him blind to the danger she poses to existence itself. These tears are spreading. Soon the fabric of reality may be too damaged to repair. We must find Ophelia before that happens. An idea, yes, although Scroot referred to it as a remote possibility. We should return to the loom of the untraveled road. Perhaps the Echoneer can reveal a lingering memory as to where Ophelia has gone. But, Proxy, was Curate Gadain, well, that is, I am glad that Gadain is well. But, now we must return to Fargrave and make our way to the Chamber of the Loom. I dare not open a portal there directly, as the release of power when you destroyed it has made the area unstable. This portal will take us to Fargrave.
Watch yourselves. Who knows what dangers still lurk near the loom?
The loom of the untraveled road lies ahead of us. Stay alert for any of Miramore's Daedra.
Fog. Feels like my necropolis.
Let the threads of fate restore your strength.
I do believe we're
Taint of Miramore remains strong. Feel the courage of fate flow through. The loom, even destroyed, it radiates power. The current of fate. To think Fargrave was once a part of Ophelia's realm. Let the threads of fate restore your strength. The path to the loom is below us. I shall open a way down. Good. The gate to the loom is still open.
By the ancestors, look at this place. I remember when the walls of the necropolis were my entire world.
Tread carefully, Gadain. I prefer not to see any harm befall you.
I still have the amulet you gave to keep me safe. I couldn't bear to part with it.
I am glad it has been helpful, and that you still have it. More than I can say. The loom of the untraveled road. Damaged beyond repair, but still impressive. Use the echo and see what memories we made.
There's nothing salvageable, my prince.
Nothing! Damn them! Very well. If I cannot restore Miramore, I will create a new realm upon the festering corpse of Apocrypha!
Apocrypha? Proxy, we must talk. The power Athelia absorbed when you destroyed the loom. It has turned her into the very monster Hermaeus Mora foresaw. And now she plans to challenge him and take Apocrypha for herself. I fear we may not be able to change these spiraling fates. Change does not come naturally to the Daedric princes, not like it does for mortals. That is why the one who knows sought you out. You are correct about the change, but that was the result of untold power, not a conscious effort. The result of the way events played out in those other realities, I suspect. Daedric princes have no experience with the constant evolution and transformation of mortals. They are eternal, and have no point of reference for the transient. She was confused, vulnerable, that much I grant you. That, however, is not the same as being mortal. An intriguing notion. She saw other versions of herself. Is there a way to get her to see that and attempt to change her own perspective? We must consult Scroote. This shall require all of our combined knowledge if such a possibility truly exists. Scroote awaits us at Baragon's townhouse. Let us return there at once.
Back. Great. I've been doing my best to keep morale up while you were gone. But even my usually cheerful mood is under assault. More and more of those tears in reality keep appearing. We're running out of time. Did you learn anything useful at the loom? Another assault on Apocrypha? The Great Eye still hasn't recovered from the last one. We already knew that Athelia had transformed into the monster Hermaeus Mora warned us about. I don't suppose you and Laramil have come up with a way to stop her. Daedra don't change. Daedric princes especially. It's their nature. We're not like you mortals, constantly reflecting on possibilities and remaking yourselves over and over. She's a monster, and will always be a monster. Different reflections? You mean the versions of Athelia that Laramil told me you encountered on the many paths? She also said that when you first encountered Athelia, she looked mortal and was confused and weak. At least by Daedric standards. You're right. Athelia has changed, and reflecting might just be the key. I read about a relic created by a mortal wizard. A mirror that revealed the innermost thoughts and dreams of the viewer. Laramil and I must consult some ancient texts. Obviously, we're going to need something connected to Athelia. I spotted a primordial shattered titan in the ruins of Sciond while I was scouting instabilities. Retrieve a fragment from that ancient Daedra. We can use it to create the relic. It's very old. Ancient, even. One of the first things the Prince of Paths ever created. And it's big. How it got to the ruins of Sciond, I have no idea. But it's there, and we can use it. Provided you can defeat it and bring back one of its shards.
I know those ruins. They're west of Skingrad.
Then let's not waste time. Let's go get this shard.
Agreed. We'll meet you there.
Stendarr, keep me safe. And my coins in my purse.
The ruins of Scion lie within this cave. Let's proceed with caution. Skrut says the Titan is somewhere in these ruins. I'll accompany our comrade. Baragon, Curicadain, guard the entrance. I hope Baragon doesn't get bored and decide to follow us. He really wanted to explore these ruins. That must be the Titan. Let's destroy it and gather a fragment.
sense when the battle
Friends,
swung in our
we
favor.
need to get out of here.
Tears are opening up throughout the ruins. We barely made it here to warn you.
What's happening?
I warned you against interfering, mortal, but you refused to heed me. A reality tear? How fortuitous. Let this be the end of Fate's chosen.
Friends, look out!
Curate Gadain. He's gone.
Mourn later. We must get this fragment back to the others.
I just heard the news. King Nantharian was killed, defeated by the Legion's mercenaries. Did you hear?
Maybe? Nothing like this has ever been attempted.
It has to work, Screwed. There are no other options. Ah, here comes our proxy. Where is Gadain? I see you and our allies have returned safely with a fragment of the Miramor Titan. But where is Curate Gadain? No, that cannot be. He had my amulet, and you were there. And Baragon, and Tribuna Leia. There must be some mistake. Gadain. He cannot be gone. Do not presume to remind me of the stakes we face. I brought you into this. Go speak with Screwed. I need to think.
Mortals die. That's literally the meaning of the word. I'll never understand your transient emotions. Whatever. We all face non-existence if we don't do something about Athelia and the reality tears. You secured the fragment? Definitely part of an ancient Miramor Titan. It should serve nicely as the focal point of the ritual Laramil and I developed. As soon as she collects herself, Laramil will guide you through the process.
Screwed is correct. This falls to you and me. Place the fragment in the center of the ritual circle. Now, join your power to mine, and we shall align the threads of fate with the ritual. It is done. We have created a mirror of truth.
It really worked? Maybe we do have a chance.
Come, Proxy. We must speak. Despite the loss of Curate Gadain, you recovered a fragment filled with the essence of Miramor, and we successfully created a new relic, the Mirror of Truth. A time to mourn shall come later, provided we stop Athelia and reality survives. Yes, he most definitely would. I can see the threads of fate coalescing to a point. We near the end of this path, and whatever awaits us. You have done well as Fate's chosen. Take this reward and gather yourself. I shall do the same. Athelia has become the threat that Hermaeus Mora foresaw, racing to Apocrypha to take the realm as her own. And with each passing moment, reality breaks down a little more. Time grows ever shorter, Proxy. You restore the original relics used to capture and imprison Athelia. And we created the Mirror of Truth to try to show her the monster she has become. All we need to do now is travel to Apocrypha and locate her. Apocrypha, like all Oblivion realms, is infinite. But we have the Skein of Secrets. I shall open a portal. Use the Skein once we cross into the realm and see if it can pinpoint Athelia's location. Gather the relics, Proxy. We shall have need of them. I shall open a portal to Apocrypha. Once there, use the skein and let us see if we can pick up Athelia's trail. Use the skein and let us see if it can pick up Athelia's trail.
That path leads to the forbidden parts of the realm.
Another way to reach the Mythos, perhaps. Hermaeus Mora's private sanctum.
Reality tears here in Apocrypha. Go on ahead and I'll see if I can do anything to slow them down.
The skein leads us to that cave, Proxy. I have heard whispers of paths such as this. They can be found throughout Apocrypha.
Hurry, mortals!
Press on,
Athelia
Proxy.
and her scion have breached my private sanctum. Enter the Mythos and aid the one who knows.
The one who knows needs us, Proxy. Just like at the Loom, Mora could not portal us closer to the energy now contained in Athelia. But look what her very presence does to Apocrypha. We must hurry. Another tear. How many wounds reality contain? A dead end. But the path, the light of the lamp unveiled the way. Keep going, Proxy. What havoc these changes must be wreaking in Apocrypha's core.
Show your weapons, my friend. We've won.
Another dead end. Use Clarity's light reveals the unseen. Let us continue. Use the lamp here if you want.
Stendarr see you safely to your rest.
I think we need the lamp's light again. A portal. Careful. I do not expect anything good to emerge. Remember, Abolisher gathers energy from each foe you fell. Abolisher is damaged. Gather more energy and do it again.
We'll see it done.
Use the portal is closing. Remember Abolisher's power should we encounter more of these Miramor portals.
bar that thing from a swift return.
That door bears the marks of Lilith. Maybe it will offer a clue.
Hides in his sanctum. I will transform this realm and make it his tomb. Set wards in place, my son. Fate's minions must not be allowed to interfere.
Yes, my prince. None shall find the wards.
We must locate them. The skein indicates that the wards are somewhere above. Look for a passage leading up. That must be one of the wards. Destroy it! Well done. Let us find the next one. Another ward. Destroy it! Good work, Foxy. With the wards destroyed, the way into Hermaeus Mora's private sanctum should be open now. The aesthetics of Miramore have a certain beauty, but they do not belong in Apocrypha. There, Athelia and Torvasad.
You have become
What have they
the
done
very
to
threat I foresaw, Athelia.
Only a threat to you, Mora!
Can you not see? Reality collapses around you as fate's threads unravel.
Your reality, Fateseer, not mine!
Witness the ascension of the Prince of Paths to her rightful place of power! Keep draining Mora, sire. I will deal with his champion. I am the Unleader. I am the dark tomorrow. I am the last path you will ever walk.
Get out of there! My wound. I'm not sure I can keep going. Be on guard.
Warriors of Miramor, defend your prince!
Take no pleasure in killing. I'm glad we're alive and they're not.
I will restore what was lost, mortal. I must!
I'm not dead. Thanks.
No! I cannot be undone by a mortal!
Over here, Proxy. Use the mirror of truth.
What did I see? Mortal, tell me what this means. That mirror. It showed me the truth. I have become the monster that Mora predicted. And I remember. I saw it too. As Mora sealed my prison all those eons ago, I realized at the end he was right. I am the last tomorrow. It was what Mora saw when he examined my threads of fate, that I would become the Unweaver, the destroyer of reality. In that last moment, as the door to my prison slammed shut and my memories frayed, I saw it too. But it was too late. Because I had already set the compulsion in Torvasad's mind. I had already unspooled the thread to freedom. Now your actions have brought me a moment of clarity. But it will not last. Already I feel the power, the madness reasserting itself. A nice thought. But I am Daedra. I cannot change. And once the madness comes upon me, I doubt you will be able to contain me again. Forgotten memories and near limitless power blinded me. It led us exactly to the moment in time Mora feared. Not while the power of the loom and the energy I took from Hermaeus Mora flows through me. I must shed this power once and for all. Only then can the growing madness be quelled. Hermaeus Mora, you were right. I am in danger to fate and reality. Let me return what is rightfully yours.
Abandoning our sacred quest? No! We are too close. I claim the power. I will finish this.
Messiah, you must stop Torvatar.
Despite it all, it seems we are fated to battle. Face me, mortal.
I created my scions to save me from a fate I finally accepted. Though I had forgotten until you reminded me.
No, my prince. I am Dremora. I am eternal. I will reform and complete the task you set before me.
Such is the nature of Daedra. Never changing, never growing. I return your power to you, Mora. And I disperse mine into the void. And Torvasad, my most faithful. I consign your essence to nothingness, never to return. Be at peace. At last. Poor Torvasad, blinded by a compulsion I never should have bestowed.
Fate's chosen has accomplished the tasks I set before them. Now, let us enter the portal and conclude this heinous business. Your Ithelia, it is time to resume your imprisonment.
To what end? As long as I remain in this reality, the threat I pose persists. My power will always find a way to return to me. Such is the nature of our princely dispositions.
The threads of fate agree with you, but what choice do we have? You are Daedra, immortal, forever. I see no other path before us.
Our natures confound us. We need a different perspective. One you so elegantly provided. My very nature makes returning me to prison a temporary reprieve at best. My power will always find a way back to me. And with it, the threat of the madness that overcomes me and can unravel reality. Mortal, talk with me more about change. Yes, my reflections. When we walked the many paths at the Outcast Inn, we visited realities where things had gone another way. I am different in those realities. But that is not choice. That is consequence. The aftermath of alternate events. The many paths lead everywhere. Other places, other possibilities, parallel realities. You can go anywhere. If you can just find the path. No power. A path where Daedra and Magicka do not exist. It would need to be a place where my Daedric power held no sway and could gain no foothold. I feel the tendrils of my discarded power searching, reaching toward me. We must hurry, mortal. Indeed. Hermaeus Mora can find an acceptable path, and I can show him how to open the way. And then we would need you to use Abolisher, to destroy the path, so that I could never return to this reality. Ask Mora if this will suffice.
Speak, Fate's chosen. You are deep in conversation with the Prince of Paths. What do your mortal eyes see that elude my Daedric senses? A path that is better than the solution I devised so long ago? Inconceivable. Do not overstep your bounds, mortal. Do not use my own words against me. Still, you are correct in that regard. Very well, chosen of fate. What do you suggest we do with Ithelia to preserve our reality? Leave this reality for a realm where she would have no access to her Daedric power? considered that. I would need to confirm that the reality guarantees our safety, but how will we make certain that she would indeed be exiled forever? What say you, Prince of Paths? Will you accept eternal banishment in a realm where your power does not exist?
I accept that fate, Hermaeus Mora.
Then allow me to turn my gaze upon the many paths to find a worthy reality.
And allow me to show you how to open that path, while I still have the will to do so. An excellent portal, Mora. Now...
Wait! We lost a good friend to one of the reality tears. Is there anything that...
The tears were not my creation. Only an effect of my passing. All I can offer is this wisdom to ease your mind. Now, you have shown we who are called Daedric princes that there are always possibilities, even for us. Farewell, mortal.
Ethelia has walked the path to her exile. Take Boethia's blade and destroy the portal. Cut off the path so that she may never return. Now, leave this place, mortals, and understand that you go with the gratitude of the one who knows.
Ethelia is gone, no longer a threat. But Proxy... It appears we have done it, Proxy. Ethelia is no longer a threat to our reality. Your solution was not what I expected, and even Hermaeus Mora was surprised. But I suppose that was why he selected you as Fate's chosen in the first place. Ethelia is gone and can never return. But the damage she caused to reality may still be a concern. For the moment, let us reflect on what this victory has cost us. And take this reward in recognition of your efforts. The one who knows insists.
Mortal, the Great Eye requires one last task before your contract expires. Ethelia exiled, Torvasard defeated, but the danger to existence persists. The tears in the fabric of reality. We need to repair them. How? I suggested a needle and thread, but my master has a different solution. So he sent me to find you. Again. Now, much of this is beyond me. But the Great Eye said you need to take the 3 relics that were used to defeat Ethelia and place them near tears and nexus points in the fabric of reality. That should restore the frayed threads of fate. Well, no. You also need to cast a spell to release each relic's energy and send it flowing into the fabric of reality. Here's the spell scroll. And you'll need help, so I'll send one of us to each location to assist you. My tasks never end.
One moment, Proxy. The plan Scroot has brought us sounds tenuous, but we must put our faith in the one who knows. Even with Ethelia gone, the tears ripped in the fabric of reality shall continue to spread, like pulling on a loose thread until your tunic unravels. The tears occurred unnaturally, so it is unlikely they will heal without help. If the plan provided by Hermaeus Mora works and the fabric of reality is repaired, then I can use the wisdom Ethelia gave me. to try to set one last thing to rights. Yes, she allowed me to briefly experience the possibilities of the many paths. Gdain still exists somewhere, I think. If there is a chance. Hope is not something I usually put stock in. But Gdain believed in faith. How could I do less? That does not make the threat or the danger it presents any less real. Apocrypha and the Mundus both are built to top endless metaphors. Now, we have a plan to carry out, I believe. Of course, but perhaps not how you expect. I shall work from here to help stitch the threads of fate back together as you place the relics and cast the spell. Here, take the relics. You will need them for the task ahead. The relics, Mora's spell, and my magic together shall help you repair reality, Proxy.
Scroot, Tribune Illiac and I will meet you at the sides, friend.
You there! You who look like a capable forager.
Here, friend. This is the cave Scroot indicated. A reality tear. I hate those. Now use Scroot's spell scroll. I think that did it. I much prefer the space above me to be hole-free. Go finish the task, and I'll see you back in Skingrad.
clear, comrade. This is the spot Scroot indicated. I'll never get used to those tears in the air. Place the... Now use the spell scroll Scroot provided to release the lamp's energy. Look! The tear! It's closing! I think it worked, comrade!
Come, mortal. Let's finish this so I can get back to my... Place the skein of secrets near the reality tear. Now, use the spell scroll to release the relics. It actually worked. That's the last of the relics. I can feel reality healing, and it feels glorious. Let's return to Baragon's and check in with Laramil.
Comrade, Baragon waits for you upstairs on the balcony. Go talk to him.
The hero of the moment. Come speak with me when you can, friend. I'm glad you're back, friend. Now that the worst of things is over, I thought a celebration was in order, and Count Calantius agreed. Everyone should know what you did for Westweald. Cracked acorns, what you did for all of reality. Most certainly. But Laramil, Tribune Illiac, Scroot, Curate Gadain, and I probably wouldn't have accomplished what we did without you as our anchor point. And poor Gadain. I know he was a good friend to you and Laramil. And we'll honor him as well. All of us. We were up against threats I can barely comprehend, and we came out on top. If that isn't cause for celebration, I don't know what is. I still find it hard to believe after all that, Illiac just surrendered.
Hey, I want to talk to the heroic mortal too. Baragon insisted on holding a celebration, but he refused every one of the suggestions I made. I'll have you know the Ciphers consider me indispensable at all their social functions. Anyway, good work with the relics. The Great Eye is pleased. There was a lot more to it. The exact relics had to be placed precisely, and a spell provided by a Daedric prince had to be cast perfectly at each location. While it will take reality some time to totally recover, existence is no longer in peril. Oh, totally. They completely expelled every bit of Daedric energy contained within them to restore reality. Now they really are just a lamp, a map, and a sword. Well, not quite. While Hermaeus Mora appreciates everything you've done as Fate's Chosen, he told me he wants to speak to you one last time. Whenever is convenient, of course. So mingle, talk to your allies, then look for my master's portal. Mortal, Hermaeus Mora demands an audience when you finish talking to your allies. This portal will take you to him.
When you are ready. Allow me to talk to Hermaeus Mora first, Proxy.
Laramil, I summoned Fate's Chosen. Why are you here?
Pardon the impertinence, but we have done everything you asked. Now I have a request, Prince of Fate. Help me understand what Illiac showed me.
The many paths. You seek the return of the mortal, Gadain. It is within my power to do this for a loyal servant, but there will be a cost. It is done. One day, Laramil, you who are called the Wise, I shall claim my due for this little boon. Be prepared to pay the cost at that time.
I understand, and I accept.
Now, leave us. Chosen of Fate, know that you have done everything I asked of you, and more, Chosen. You far exceeded my considerable expectations. Now, with reality preserved and set right, we have one last matter to deal with. Illiac, the Prince of Paths, has been exiled from this reality, never to return. Now, I must once more remove her from memory. For the sake of existence, she must once more be forgotten. Not everything. Everyone will remember that the mortal realm was threatened, and that you saved them. What they will not remember is Illiac. Miramor will be one more abandoned oblivion plane, and the name Illiac will mean nothing. No, consider that my parting gift to you. You and I shall remember Illiac and her scions, the glory of Miramor, a reality that could have been. Now the contract between us is concluded. Return to your world with the thanks of the one who knows. Let my word go forth. Purge Illiac from every mind in our shared reality. now and for eternity. No glyphics, no repressed memories, just you and I as the last witnesses to reality. Now, we share this final secret. Farewell,
Dane,
mortal.
the one who knows spoke true.
Laramil? Friend, what's going on? The last thing I remember, friend, we were exploring an Iliad ruin, looking for something to stop. The more I try to remember, the less I can recall. What happened to me, my friend? I did what now? I fell into a pit of some sort? And Hermaeus Mora brought... No matter. Since this seems to be a celebration, I take it we accomplished whatever it was we were up to in that ruin. Well, that's good. I knew we could do it. Never doubted it for an instant. I'm glad we won, my friend. And that we're all here to celebrate our victory. I see Laramil over there. You should go and talk to her. I'll join you in a moment.
Friend, I'd like to say a few words about what we accomplished.
One more moment, Paragon. I need to speak with our friend first. I knew you were special the moment I met you, Proxy. No, you are Proxy no more. You are just my friend. We stopped Vermina and Pariite, defeated Torvasad, saved Necrom and Westweald. But I feel there was something else. Something important. Do not tease me with nonsense words, friend. I am just grateful that Gadain has been returned to us, and that the one who knows has given me one more reward to bestow upon you. Now let us allow Baragon to make his speech and celebrate our success. Our journey has reached a suitable conclusion, friend. A long rest is in order for all of us. Perhaps I can convince Curate Gadain to join me in exploring Apocrypha. I would like that. As for you and me, thank you for everything.
Everyone, your attention please. Let's celebrate not only our victories, but the heroic actions of our friend here. They defeated the rogue Dremora, Vargas and Torvasad, took down Nantharian, the false king. They saved Westweald, maybe the entire world. So raise a glass and shout a cheer. Thank you, my friend, for always doing what you do best.
When you live in one of...
I run to her and together we sway as we kiss, sway as we kiss. Her grace was safe, I go high. One hand I hold her nigh. Her waiting lips are never dry. Sway as we kiss, sway. Come the morn she goes, the taste of her remains, and in my mind I see us sway, sway as we kiss, sway as we kiss.
Ha 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 ha!